After each town council meeting, the staff sits down and records a quick recap, highlighting the public meeting. The complete meeting can be found on the Town of Avon, Indiana's YouTube page, but this podcast is designed to give you a simple overview to help keep you informed about what is happening. The Avon, Indiana Town Council meets twice a month at Avon Town Hall. A full schedule of their public meetings can be found online at avonindiana.gov.
Hey, what's up, Town of Avon? This is Angel Gino, the Marcom manager here at Town Hall. Happy New Year! And today I'm with
Ryan Cannon, town manager.
Let's switch this up, Ryan. We gotta have a new introduction or something.
And we have something new.
Yeah, let's switch it up.
It's
a
so
new
good.
year.
Why do we want to break what's so amazingly good already?
It's a new year.
It is
Hopefully
a new year.
we get more people to listen. It's
What?
fun.
People listen to this?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You didn't know we're famous?
I didn't know we're famous.
Still trying to get us to get on a TikTok, but I guess that won't happen. That's a far dream to fetch.
Yeah, isn't TikTok going away here in
No.
like 6 days?
I refuse.
You refuse?
I refuse. TikTok is where I get my news.
Angel. Hey, at least you're getting news. Good for you.
Yes, we're still up to date. I will say hopefully everyone who, I don't know who would listen to it from California, but hopefully everyone affected by the fires are staying safe.
No, that's really sad. Scary stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, hopefully everyone is being safe.
Hopefully the world is not ending, and yeah.
Yeah, fire in California, snow in Indiana. Like, what's next?
What's next? Oh my God, a hurricane in Florida?
What?
All right, so today we're going to be talking about our town council meeting that happened yesterday, January 9th, first one of the year, Ryan.
Yeah, this is Angel. It's been forever. I feel like we haven't done one of these for a while. So
Yeah.
we missed. Angel went on vacation,
I
and
did.
so we didn't do one for the second meeting in December. So this was our first meeting of the year. So this is kind of what we refer to as our organizational meeting. So there's a lot of super
Housekeeping.
boring stuff, like housekeeping stuff that we have
Yes.
to do, which is actually the majority of the meeting. But for those of you listening to the podcast, that means you don't have a super long podcast to listen to. So good for you. Now, the bad news is that if you really want the nitty gritty detail of what happened at the meeting, you're going to have to go and watch the video on YouTube so you can actually see what happened. So as normal, we had a consent agenda, and we council did approve the consent agenda. We did have a public comment section, and we did have a gentleman who got up from Prairie Trail and had some questions about the town project at County Road 900 East and Charles Nelson Drive and County Road 900 East and US 36. If you don't know, the town's building a roundabout at that intersection, and we're hoping to start construction of that roundabout here yet this year. But this resident was concerned that the town wasn't including some improvements at County Road 900 and US 36, and that the left turn movement was backing up, and that would be a problem with the roundabout, which this resident was absolutely correct about. But we actually are including that in our project. So we were able to talk with the resident after the meeting, and we shared with him that not only are we building a roundabout, but we're also putting in dual southbound left turn lanes at US 36. And so those road improvements are part of that project. So as soon as we can get that project going, we can make those improvements and really improve the situation on County Road 900 East. So we appreciate that resident getting up and asking that question. So stay tuned for more on that. Angel will put information on that project on our website.
Yes, I will.
The next thing on the agenda was department updates. And again, as usual, I won't run through that. Steve Moore got up and did a public works update. I will share that one of the things Steve shared in his update was the cost for our recent 8 inches of snow that we received earlier this week. I know everyone enjoyed a extra day off for that.
Butt in?
Of course you may.
We are also human, so we do have time in terms of taking vacation as well. I do realize that there were no posts regarding the snowstorm and how plowing is. Ryan is smiling right now, but we are human, and it was holidays, and we were also on vacation. So please be kinder as well. Ryan is still laughing at me.
I'm still laughing. It's okay, Angel. And when Angel and I get done with the podcast, it's snowing today in
Yes.
Avon as well. So Angel and I are going to do a post. So
Yes.
stay tuned, and you're going to get information on what we're doing with this snowstorm. So that's a good point, Angel.
We are doing the best we can. Again, we're humans. We won't always, have everything, all the right answers and whatnot. Even
All
if
the
we have
time.
the
That's
answers,
right.
it's always wrong. So
We try. We do the best we can.
yes,
Half
so,
of you are always mad at us. So please don't forget that.
yes, please. We are human. We have feelings too. Okay, sorry. Go ahead,
It's
Ryan.
okay. So in our snowstorm, first of all, our public works department did an absolutely incredible job. If you don't know, we only have 3 staff members in our public works department. We actually do have a project manager as well, but we have 3 people who work in the field and do snow removal. So they had the responsibility of managing all of that. We do use a contractor. It's Fox Contracting. They've actually been doing snow removal for the town for over 20 years as our contractor. And I think they started off with 2 trucks and staff of 2 people to we are up to a staff of 26 trucks as a minimum, and sometimes up to 36 vehicles out here doing snow plowing. And Fox does a fantastic job. We contract with them because it's actually cheaper. The town doesn't have to buy all the equipment and the capital expense, and we don't have to pay the employees when we just need them in the winter. And so it's a great relationship we have with Fox Contracting. They are a drainage and utility and dirt work company. And so they are slower in the winter. So their employees get to work in the winter for the town. And so it's actually a perfect symbiotic relationship with Fox. So I wanted to share this information just as an education, but I also want to share it because I think people don't understand how expensive it is to do snow removal. But that storm on Sunday into Monday, Angel, do you have a guess? What do you think it cost for the town to remove the snow?
$1 million.
$1 million?
Okay.
Well, now I feel bad.
20,000.
It wasn't that expensive.
20,000.
$129,000.
I was a little off. Both ways.
It's crazy. $129,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That's because we care about people's safety.
Exactly. And it was worth every penny because to my knowledge, I don't think I'm sure we did have some accidents because we can't help that, but I don't believe we had any injuries. So as long as we keep people safe and we're able to get emergency vehicles to everyone's house, then that's a job well done. And I didn't hear of any circumstances of that. So kudos to the Public Works Department, and thank you. If you don't know, we had employees who worked 36 hours straight, which is crazy. So that's what it takes to get your streets in the condition that they were in after the storm. So if you see a public works truck driving through your neighborhood, wave to them, say, hey, thank you. Don't throw your snow shovel at them, please.
Please stay away from the curbs.
And stay away from the curbs. We did get a request that I know it's cool for kids to play at the big pile of snow at the end of your driveway, but the snowplows throw snow at a velocity that could actually kill somebody. So please keep children and yourself. Don't stand out and try to block the snowplow. It's very dangerous.
And we did have a post regarding that.
We did have a post regarding that. Good job, Angel. There were some other updates. Shelby Pride gave a parks update. Linda Albrand also gave a planning department update. And then Chief Stoops gave a police department update. Again, if you're interested in seeing that, it was a little bit lengthy because it was the first report of the year. And it's been a while since our last council meeting. So if you're interested in that, please go watch the video on YouTube. That gets us to new business. And like I mentioned earlier, the first item of new business is at the council's rules and procedures are at the first meeting of the year that they elect new council officers. And so that means they elect a president and a vice president. And so this year they've elected Dawn Loudon to be the president, and they elected Jason Puckett to be the vice president. So Angel would probably say to herself, hey, Ryan, what's the difference? Why does someone want to be president or vice president?
What's the difference, Ryan?
Well, the difference is the president helps set the agenda. So the president works with me to set the agenda. They also are the ceremonial figure. So Angel and I went to a ribbon cutting this morning. And so when we do things like that, our council president is normally the one who represents the town and stands up at those meetings. And then the president also runs the council meeting. So other than that, They don't have any additional greater powers than any other town council member. And then the vice president is really just runs the meeting when the town council president isn't there. So again, just because they're president and vice president doesn't mean they have any superhuman powers or anything like that. It's just more operational in how it runs. So the next item on the agenda is board and committee appointments. So Angel did many posts over November and December looking for applicants for our boards and commissions and committees. And so we had lots of applicants. Some of you, if you were not appointed, you may not have been appointed for different reasons. One, there just may not have been openings on the boards you applied for, or maybe you lived out of town and you're not actually eligible to be on a board or commission. We did not have a lot of appointments this year. So a lot of new people didn't get elected. We did have a few. Again, I'm not going to run through all of those because there's about 20 different boards and commissions. But if you're interested, go watch that, and information will start coming out. Hopefully yet this afternoon, if I'm able to start sending emails to everybody on letting them know of their appointments. You should hear from me today or next week or early next week. So the town council did make all those appointments, so all of our boards and commissions are filled. And so that's how we'll run the town moving forward in 2025. So that's exciting. The next item on the agenda is typically at the first meeting of the year. The town attorney provides an engagement letter, and this is their costs for providing legal services for the town. We've had the same attorney now for about 22 years, so they do a wonderful job for us, Dan Taylor and Anna Crone. And so the town council did approve the engagement letter for our town attorney, so they will continue working for us for another year. Our police department also found a vehicle that they needed to purchase, and got a quote from Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield, and they requested approval from the town council for their quote to purchase a truck for $50,717.97. Excuse me. And the town council did approve it. The last item under new business was a zoning introduction for a new subdivision called Briarwood. It's located at 590 and 606 North County Road 900 East. You may know there's kind of a vacant property there, and it has a notice of public hearing sign in the front yard. And so if you're interested in that, you can drive by and scan the little QR code, and it takes you to information on the website for what the developer is proposing. And just as a reminder, the town does not develop subdivisions. For those of you who are out there on social media and say, hey, why is the town building more homes? The town has
not us.
never once built a home. So it's not us. People are allowed to try to sell their land. That's the Constitution allows them to do that. And so
we are just there to help them along the process.
Right. We can only approve their zoning. That's the only authority the town has.
We cannot say no if they fit into the zoning amendment.
Exactly.
Or zoning. Yeah.
That's a great lead in, Angel. So this one is different. So Dries Homes is actually asking for what's called a rezone. So that was a perfect lead in. They're asking for the zoning to be changed from agricultural to R4. Now, R4, you may say, well, what is that? And you may hear us from time to time referring as zoning like R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. And that's the density of the development. And so what the town can regulate is the density, which is the number of lots and the size of the lots. And so in this situation, Dries Homes is asking to go from an ag, which would allow very few lots, to an R4 zoning, which would allow substantially more lots. So in these situations, the town, it is discretionary, so the town can decide if they would approve the zoning for that development or not. This particular property is 16.5 acres, and Dries is proposing to build 49 single-family homes on the property. So they did an introduction to the town council. Again, I won't run you guys through that, but if you're interested in that information, go to the website and you can watch the video and see Dries's presentation to the town council. Our ordinance actually requires an introduction to the town council so they can provide input. Then it actually goes to the planning commission, and then the town council has the final authority. The planning commission makes a recommendation of approval or denial to the town council, and then they have the final say. So if you're interested in that project, pay attention, or you can go to the planning department's website or attend the planning commission meeting to learn more. That's all we had in new business. We did have a couple of resolutions. The first resolution was Resolution 2025-01, Protecting Prestwick Golf Course. The town council, I know we've talked quite a bit about the Carnoustie annexation. And part of the Carnoustie annexation, the town is annexing the Prestwick Golf Course. And so I have had a lot of questions, and I know several council members have had a lot of questions of people who surround the golf course concerned about what's going to happen as a result of annexation. So just as Angel and I described earlier, the town does not decide if someone can develop property or not. That's up to them. If whoever owns that land has a right to attempt to sell it. But people think because we're annexing it, that means we want it to develop. And annexation and development actually have nothing to do with each other, even though people think a lot that it does. So the town council wanted to make it known, at least publicly, that it is not their intent as a result of the annexation to have that property develop, and that they believe it's in the best interest of the town for the golf course to remain a golf course or for it to remain as open space. And so they passed a resolution saying that. They approved it 5-0. And if you'd like to see more information on that, you can go to our website and read the resolution. The last resolution then was 2025-02, which is approving bonds, lease, and trust indenture for the Civic Center. The town, again, I've talked a lot over the last few podcasts about the town constructing the Civic Center. This is the first step in the process for the town to issue bonds to pay for the Civic Center project. And so the town council did pass that resolution 5-0. It has many, many steps it still has to go through, and our hope is to sell the bond in late February or early March. And so we are starting that process. It'll go before our Economic Development Commission, it'll go before the Redevelopment Commission, and it'll go before the RDA, and finally, eventually, in February sometime, the town council will do a final approval on that. So that is progressing forward. The final item on the agenda was an ordinance. Ordinance 2025-01, amending the 2025 salary ordinance. And just like Angel said earlier, we're all human and sometimes we make mistakes. And so I actually made a mistake when we were doing the salary ordinance for 2025. I know. I'm sorry, Angel.
No, it's okay.
And unfortunately, it created a lot of work for the town council, because we had to put this ordinance on there and redo it and change it, because the law says that the town is not allowed to pay anybody more than what the salary ordinance says. Well, when I did it, I changed the cell in one formula, but I didn't change it in the other. So when I copied it over to the salary ordinance, it was incorrect, which meant one of our employees couldn't be paid based on what they really should have been paid. So we had to fix that mistake. So that's what we did, amending the salary ordinance. The town council, it was an introduction, but the town council, because it was impacting an employee's ability to be paid, they made a motion to amend the rules to add the final reading to the agenda. And then they also did a final reading and approved the ordinance 5-0. So again, I apologize to the town council for that mistake, but as Angel said, we're all human and we all make mistakes sometimes, and we try not to, but
Yes.
It does happen. Even to the best of us, right, Angel?
Yes.
That's right. That was it, Angel. That's all we had.
Awesome.
There was hardly anything.
It's the first one of the year.
First one of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was first one of the year, and even though they got a lot accomplished, it still only took them about an hour and a half. So,
Ryan, when's the next meeting?
next meeting, January 23rd
All
at
right.
7 p.m.
January 23rd, we'll see you guys there. Just one little reminder, as it is January, there is going to be a Christmas tree drop-off and recycle here at North, right?
Yeah,
It's a little bit north of, you just got to enter Town Hall and go up near the park. East. Northeast.
Yeah.
Parking
Go
lot.
right. Go right when you come in.
Yeah. It's going to be throughout this whole month. So if you have any Christmas trees, please, we do not take artificial ones, though. I don't.
And please
believe.
take bags off of them.
Please take off the
And
ornaments and the lights.
You guys would be
Yeah.
amazed at what people do when they drop off their tree. It should
Yes.
just be the tree.
Yes.
We don't want your ornaments, please.
Yeah. So on the 25th is Glow Bingo. It's one of the top hits,
Are you
honestly.
serious?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, it's our only event for this month, but is one of the
It's probably sold out,
best.
right?
It is sold out.
You snooze,
Sorry.
you lose. Yeah. So
Sorry, I just got to bring it up to the people that are signed up. It's 6 to 8 p.m. at Avon Parkside Church of the Nazarene. I heard it's a good time. I've never been myself, actually, but I heard it's a good time.
it's really fun.
Yes.
And if you're interested, make sure you're following the
Yeah, because there might be
Parks
a couple,
Department Facebook page.
might be a
because
couple slots open.
the more it sells out, the more glow bingos we'll
Yeah.
do. Like if people love it and they're having fun, we want to do more of it. So
Yep.
Delbert does a great job, but we can always do more. So
I might be changing the topic here, and I might be a little biased, but I just want to say congratulations to my team, our 8th grade North Middle School team. We are currently 2-0, Ryan.
what?
Yes, we
Do
beat
they have
Cascade.
a good coach or something?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
They must
Maybe
have
they'll
the best.
listen. Yeah.
Way to go, Avon North.
Yes. South, I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully they're doing just as well. But
We're proud of
yeah,
Avon South
beat-
too. We're
beat
just
Cascade. We beat Plainfield last night. We'll see how
good teams.
next week goes.
You got a tough matchup. You play South
I think
next
we
week.
have Westfield next week.
Westfield's good.
Yes, but
You can beat them, Avon North. You got it.
yes,
And Avon South, you'll beat
yes,
Westfield too.
Yes, I'm not biased or anything, but I am coaching there, so
We want Avon to beat everyone, by the way.
yes, Avon on top. But congratulations to all the sports teams that are having successful season, and for those who aren't, you guys are doing one heck of a job
Keep
representing Avon. So
That's right.
shout out to all the student athletes, as well as our coaches and staff.
That's right.
Congratulations. Here's to a new year, Ryan.
Let's go, Angel.
All right. We'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to smile. Have a positive year. More blessings to everyone. Yeah.
That's right.
We'll see you guys in the next one. All
Happy
right.
New Year. Bye.
See ya.